Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aida Arisha, and the project that was assigned to our group is about the importance of river protection for the local community. The local community that we choose to execute our project is Kampung Sungai Penchala, and we were assisted by Tuan Ahmad Nazar, who is the pengurusi Surau Nurul Huda Kampung Sungai Penchala. Kampung Sungai Penchala is a small village in the Segamut constituency in northwestern Kuala Lumpur. Penchala River begins as a small trickle of water at the top of Bukit Kiara Hill located near Taman Tun Dr. Ismail. Penchala River is special because it crosses a state boundary as the river begins in Kuala Lumpur, but most of the river is in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, where it meets Klang River in the Bandar Sunway area. Penchala River is one of the 8 river basins in Selangor and is about 14 km long with about 4 km located within the jurisdiction of DBKL. It runs through urban areas, industrial and residential areas within Petaling Jaya before flowing into the Klang River. And as per many rivers in Malaysia, unfortunately, Sungai Penchala also faces many water-related problems which occur due to the improper management and the inefficient use of water.
So moving on to the issues relating to the river and what causes river pollution in Sungai Penchala. So first and foremost, we need to know that before the year 1972, which were 3 decades ago, which were more than 4 decades ago, Sungai Penchala was widely used by the local. It was heavily utilized for the purpose of daily activities such as for bathing, fish pond in hill slope, fishing and other daily activity purposes. So it means that the water in Sungai Penchala was very clean, and they used that for daily use because pipes and electricity only came to the Sungai Penchala after the year 1972. So the causes of pollution in Sungai Penchala came in several factors. Among others are the construction of factories near the river. It was said by the interviewee that there were 3 factories built nearby the river. The first one is the Pepsi factory, cigarette factory, as well as the newspaper factory. And then the factory currently, apparently they has been made as trains, but it doesn't remove the fact that all of them has contributed heavily to the pollution of Sungai Penchala. Also, because of the urbanization that happened in Selangor during the past years, starting from 1972, such as houses construction and opening of the city. So the river or Sungai Penchala has become a place where people dispose their waste in the particular river. Also, we need to take note of the locals' behavior, in which they often throw things in the river, and the things that were thrown in the river were the unnecessary things such as bed, mattress, cupboard and others. So these are the factors that contributed to the pollution in Sungai Penchala.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Wan Amalia. I'm going to proceed with the analysis and findings from our project. Next. From legal perspectives, we had referred to the Environmental Quality Act 1974, which the main provision that we had referred to is Section 25. Section 25 provides on the restriction on pollution of inland waters, and any person who contravenes that section are going to be punished under Section 25, subsection B. Any person who contravenes subsection 1 shall be guilty of an offence and shall be liable to a fine not exceeding 100,000 ringgit or to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years, or to both, and to a further fine not exceeding 1,000 ringgit a day for every day that the offence is continued after a notice being given by the Director General. Okay, another provision that we refer to is Section 34A, which is it provides that any person who are going to conduct any prescribed activities need to first submit the report to the Director General. So any person who contravenes this section are going to be punished under subsection 8 of that provision, which provides any person who contravenes this section shall be guilty of an offence and shall be liable to a fine not exceeding 100,000 ringgit or to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years or to both, and to a further fine of 1,000 ringgit for every day that the offences continued after a notice being given by the Director General to stop the act.
Next, so SDG that address in SDG 4 or goals 4 on quality education. So by conducting this project, we gain a lot of new knowledge from experiences from the villages of Sungai Penchala in handling and managing the river. On the other hand, by having this project conducted, we aim to educate the villagers to become aware of the importance of Sungai Penchala. Apart from that, we wanted to educate the villagers on the existence of laws and rules on river protection. And SDG 6 on clean water and sanitation. So by having this project conducted on river protection, we aim to cultivate awareness on villagers to appreciate their valuable source of water, that is Sungai Penchala. Like in any emergency time, like when there is a shortage of water in the village, they can't resort to Sungai Penchala. And the next goal is goal 14, life below water. So by conducting this project of river protection, we aim to also raise awareness to the villagers to keep their river clean, not only for the purpose as an important source of water, but to protect the ocean. The reason is rivers are somehow connected to coastal sea as well as connected to the ocean. So in any way possible, in order to protect the ocean at large, in line with SDG 14, it is important for us to first keep our river clean or Sungai Penchala clean from any form of pollution. And next, the last goal is partnership for the goals. So in this project, we have a partner with villagers of Kampung Sungai Penchala. So by having this partnership with the villagers, it helps us to reach for bigger audience in reaching our goal, which is to spread awareness on the importance of keeping the river clean.
Okay, so this is our evidence that we site visiting in the river in Kampung Sungai Penchala. So our finding from the interview with Tuan Ahmad Nazar along with site visits and online survey among the community point out that they themselves are the main cause of the river pollutions. This is due to the increase of population in Kampung Sungai Penchala. The increasing amount of waste garbage disposal also is due to the garbage bin being only placed at the entrance of the village. It is a hassle for the local community to throw rubbish there, especially those who live in the deeper parts of the village. Hence, disposing it into the river is much easier for them. Restaurants, stores, and hawkers along the river also are one of the contributing factor where they throw the food waste and also other waste directly into the Penchala River without filtering them. Next. So we actually have already circulated surveys into the villagers WhatsApp group. So this is an example of the questionnaires that we give to them. So from the survey, most of them do agree that Kampung Sungai Penchala River is already polluted, and they also agree that the main factor is due to the villagers' behavior itself. Most of the villagers are already aware of the responsible persons that need to be contacted if they would encounter a situation where an irresponsible person causes pollution in front of them, which they need to contact Jabatan Alam Sekitar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khaira and I will be proceed with the status and functions of Sungai Penchala. So basically the next video will illustrate the conditions of Sungai Penchala. Hello there, I'm Khaira. Before we move further, let me share with you the current status and functions of Sungai Penchala. Do you know what happened to Sungai Penchala nowadays? Does the river still serve its function? Nowadays, the local communities at Kampung Sungai Penchala did not rely on Sungai Penchala anymore. In other words, Sungai Penchala did not give its functions to the people anymore, other than becoming an urban river. Sometimes in 1960, before Malaysia gained independence, Sungai Penchala played a very important role to the community because most of their activities were associated with the river. Hence, they need to rely extensively on the river for their continuance of life. For example, sources of water and food supply, taking bath and domestic waste. However, after 1972, most of the local communities did not rely on Sungai Penchala anymore because the government already provided clean water. But most importantly was because Sungai Penchala already polluted, and the main reason is because of the local community itself. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Proceed to the services that we had provided to the villages of Kampung Penchala. Among our services that we had provided to the villages are the poster, and also we had created a video, a short video, to make them understand better the objective of. This is the poster that we had distributed to them. This poster is actually, we had made it in Malay so that they are easier to understand the law that we are going to tell them, and we are using a much straightforward term in that poster.
So we executed the service that we provided by doing the video that we addressed to Kampung Sungai Penchala villagers, since this is all that we can do due to this pandemic. But we believe that it will give information to the villagers as well as to educate the society regarding the river protection.